So welcome to Amazon EC2 service. So in AWS, especially into the section, compute section, we have a multiple services are there. So one of the important services Amazon EC2 that you know very well. Amazon EC2 full form, Elastic Compute Cloud. Elastic Compute Cloud. Exactly AWS, how it is managing Amazon EC2. They are managing multiple number of hypervisors, multiple number of hypervisors in the particular location, n number of servers. Okay, not one, not two, three, n number of servers in the particular region. So the region is nothing but a specific location. Okay, so this is actually consider, we'll take example Mumbai. We'll take example Mumbai. In the Mumbai location, they are maintained. Again, these particular servers are maintained in multiple data centers. Example, suppose this is in one data center. This is in one data center. This is in one data center. So like this. So this is one data center. This is one data center. This is in one data center. So see, this is one data center. This is one data center. This is one data center. So the same configuration is for all the regions in the world by Amazon data centers are configured. No changes at all. Maybe in one region, maybe two data centers or three data centers, few data centers or six data centers are configured. Depends on the requirement. Depends on the requirement. So this complete data center is managed by AWS. You don't want to take care of anything. If you need a server, Linux or Windows or Mac, you will be directly connecting to, there is a service name called EC2. There is a service name called EC2 in AWS environment. Okay. So through that EC2, we are managing this particular VMs inside the availability zones on the region. Okay. This is a specifically we call the service. So now this is a AWS management console. Here services, compute category, EC2. Are you clear? Suppose if I'm creating any server, example, whatever the server you're creating, in this particular Mumbai location, definitely it will be creating in one of the region in this particular Mumbai location, one of the availability zone, one of the data center. How can I identify this instance is created in this particular availability zone? Here you can see this. AP South 1A, 1B, 1C, like that it will be reflecting here. 1A means one data center. 1B means another data center. 1C means another data center, like that. So I'm going to create a new mission, new Windows 2016 mission, okay, for other purpose. So for testing purpose, and how this mission will be created in Mumbai location, okay, in Mumbai location with the storage, a network, the security, operating system, how it will be. Let me explain. Okay, most of the people you already know about it. Okay, spend 2 to 3 minutes, you can understand once again. Whenever you're creating the mission, we have to provide the name. So example, the server is created in Mumbai location, MUM, Mumbai. I'm going to create a server Windows 22 operating system. I'm giving Windows 22. And this server I'm going to creating for web application. So web 01. This is a name I'm creating it. Perfect. Which operating system? Windows. So operating system also ready-madely available. So like we have a Windows 2016 to even 2012 to 2022. These are the operating systems are available. Now the latest operating system Windows 22 I'm creating here. The latest operating system Windows 22 I'm creating here. So next, okay, operating system you selected, but we need to configure the RAM and processor, memory and processor we need to select. So memory and processor will be comes with the instance type. We have a various type of instances are there, various type of instances. So when you click on compare instance types, like we have a CPU, we have a architecture, we have a memory, this everything is available from T2 Nano to T2 Nano to there is a high-end configuration. High-end configuration is available. High-end configuration is available. The high-end configuration is Z1D metal. Z1D metal. So we have almost 388 types of instances are available. 388 types of instances are available. In this, whichever is compatible for you, you can select. But ultimately, you are creating AWS account free tier. You always choose T2 Micro. Do not select other than T2 Micro. If will be selected any other than T2 Micro, it will be chargeable. Only T2 Micro per month, 750 hours, they'll be providing as a free of cost, no charges. If you have single machine or multiple machine, should not cross more than 750 hours per month. That's a free tier limitation. That's a free tier limitation. Perfect. That concept you know very well. So now I'm selecting T2 Micro, select the instance. Now come down, keypad. So guys, keypad, even without the keypad also you can proceed. But without keypad, how can logging in? First you need to create a keypad. Okay. Later on, you can change the password. Okay. I'm going to create a keypad. So this batch is Monday to Friday. Okay. Monday to 8:30 batch. 8:30 a.m. batch. Keypad. Which location it is? Mumbai location. Mumbai, Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. batch. Keypad I selected. So PEM only, not PPK. PEM, PPK for Linux, PEM for Windows. Create a keypad. So now keypad is generating safely. You can store it in and desktop, keep as folder, Mumbai location, I saved it. I always save all the keys in a proper location. Next, networking. Don't change any networking. Don't change any networking. Only select the existing security group, click on drop down list, select the default networking. Default networking. So, but I'm not changing, only security group I'm changing. Click edit. You can listen carefully. The network is default network. The availability zones, three availability zones are there, 1A, 1B, 1C. No preference we are selecting by default. That means wherever it is possible, wherever free space is available out of three availability zones, in one of the availability zones, this server can create. Maybe if you want to choose a specific availability zone, you can select it. Example, I want to create a server in only in availability zone A, you can select it. That's your wish. No preference also you can select. Preference also you can select. That's your wish. No preference is by default. Preference is manually we need to select that option. Finally, storage. By default, the VM, the instance will be running with the minimum storage is 30 GB with a single volume, single disk, single disk. You cannot decrease this volume. If you want, you can increase it. But EBS volume, elastic block storage volume, as per free tier, only 30 GB is allowed. Free tier. If you cross more than 30 GB, chargeable. So guys, within 30 GB, we cannot practice that. Definitely, we will reach up to 100 to 200 GB while practicing it. Charges will be applicable. So at least you will be ready to pay 500 to 1000 rupees until end of the course. Are you clear? మీరు 30 జీబీని యూజ్ చేసుకునే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలంటే కుదరదు. మీరు కోర్స్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యేంత లోపల మీరు 100 జీబీ నుంచి 200 జీబీని కంపల్సరీగా వాడతారు. అలా వాడితే దానికి ఛార్జెస్ కూడా ఒక 500 నుంచి 1000 రూపీస్ దాకా వచ్చేదానికి ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. మీరు ఆ బిల్‌ని పే చేయడానికి రెడీగా ఉండండి. ఓకే. నౌ finally, only one instance we are creating. Other than no options, I'm not touching. Click on launch instances. Click on launch instances. Now instance is creating. Click on view all instances. Instance is creating. So Mumbai W22 Web 01 server is creating. So this will take a 3 minutes to get connected. So less than 3 minutes, we are unable to connect the server. Okay. Please wait. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask your question, please. Let me pause the record. See, the server is ready. Okay, the server is ready, and now I can connect with the public IP address. I can connect with the public IP address. How we can connect the public IP address? So how can you connect this? Because this is a Windows machine. Okay. So now come here. If it is a Windows machine here, okay. Suppose Maybe this is a Windows 22. Huh? One of the server. So based on this operating system, we will be connecting by using the protocol. If it's a Windows machine, in Windows machine, we will use RDP protocol. So what is meaning of RDP protocol? Remote desktop connection. This is a tool, inbuilt tool. We are connecting. That you know very well. Okay? And I'm copying it and I'm connecting and with the username and password. And password I'm extracting from the keypad. So the latest keypad is okay in Mumbai location. This is a one. Decrypt, copy the password. Now I changed it here. I paste it here and I connected. Successfully I connected this machine. If you want to connect this machine, okay, if you want to connect this machine, the RDP port should be allowed in this instance for the security group. Select the instance, security group, the security group, default security group, click on edit inbound rule. This particular rule we need to allow. So RDP 3389 custom from anywhere you need to allow. This particular port is allowed. Okay, please listen carefully. So I successfully connected the Windows server. I successfully connected the Windows server. Do you need to change the password for the system? Yes, we can change the password for the system. Go to Start, Control Panel, click on User Accounts, Manage, Change User Account Control Settings. So I don't require this. Click on Administrator, change password. Current password I'm pasting here, and new password is welcome@123 I'm giving, and password hint I'm giving welcome. So successfully the system is changed. Now if I'm logging out for this computer, okay, I'm going to disconnect from this computer right now. Again, I'm connecting back. MSTSC, connect. Administrator, and password is welcome@123. Yes. So successfully I connected with the new password. With the new password. As of now, everyone is clear, right? So server creation, server connectivity, server password change. With the new password, we are able to connect the server. So keep on using this server. Okay, this particular storage will get filled. Am I right? So whatever the 30 GB we created at the time of instance creation, this particular 30 GB will get full. So what we need to do? What we need to do? We need to increase storage capacity on the virtual machine. We need to increase the storage capacity on this virtual machine. So before creating or adding additional volume or increasing the volume, first we need to understand what are the storage types, what are the storage technology we are using. First we need to understand. Then only we'll we'll talk about this concept. So guys, there are there are three types of storages. Local attached to storage, network attached to storage, okay, storage area network, and fourth one is cloud storage. Cloud
Rajesh,
storage.
I have a question here. While creating EC2 instance, we give this availability zone, right? Generally for production systems in a real-time environment. So what is the purpose of this availability zone? Suppose if we choose two availability zones, but my EC2 instance is only one, but how would it impact my EC2 instance in future in case my one is this EC2 instance is down and in this availability zone, like how can I bring it up in the other one?
That's a good question. So let me answer your question before going to this topic. So this is one availability zone. This is another availability zone. This is another availability zone. You're creating server maybe in availability zone one. Suppose this complete availability zone is down, your instance also will be down. Am I right?
Yep.
So what is the purpose you're creating your instance on this Mumbai location? Maybe your business is running in India. To connectivity of the servers within the India, it's so faster and good performance. Am I right? So if AWS is maintaining only one data center, if you want to restore the server from the backup and you want to recreate it, the data center is still not up, where you can create the servers in Mumbai location. So they are maintaining the additional data centers. So we can keep a few servers in another availability zone also. Let's take an example, Amazon Prime. Huh? Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime is a OTT application, right? Huh? Suppose 10 servers are running in availability zone A, 10 servers are running on availability zone, another 10 servers will be running on availability zone B. All 60 servers are working fine. Sorry, 20, 20, 20, 60 servers. Okay? 60 servers are working fine. All of sudden availability zone 1 is down. Will users feel any downtime here? Will users feel any downtime in this situation in case of one availability zone is down?
Yeah. Whoever is accessing that particular servers on that failed availability zone.
Uh-huh. Those people will be redirected to another availability zone. Okay?
Okay.
We don't have any downtime.
Okay.
So
So
user
in
will
case
feel
if
same
other
performance.
unavailable, sorry to cut you. So in case if there are no servers in the other availability zones, like so in that case, uh, creating a new instance with these EBC, this EBS volumes, that is the only option, or
EBS volume. Leave about the EBS volume. I never explained to you what is the EBS volume and all.
okay,
Okay? Hmm?
yeah.
Okay. Can you please reframe your sentence again?
No, yeah. What I'm asking is, let's suppose if there are no I have only one instance in one availability zone, but while
Mhm.
creating it, I have added my uh, availability zone preference as a different availability zone. So in that
Mhm.
case, if my this EC2 instance goes down, what will happen? Like what are my options here?
First of all, you're not properly architecturing of your application. You created only one server. Yes, if the server is down, what is a backup server? So as an architect, you need to maintain additional server for the same application. So you need to maintain high availability, HA. So then only if the primary service goes down, the whatever the backup servers will be up and running in another availability zone at least. You created only one server, okay? So there is no use. Maybe if you don't have a much business, if you're running only one server, you can maintain the backup on another availability zone. In case this data center is down, we can restore the backup to the new VM and we can run the server in next 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. So the
That's a
preference we
perfect
are
plan.
selecting there, the availability zone, that is only to use the EC2 instance backup and create a new EC2 instance on the
Mhm,
preferred.
mhm. No, 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 no. Listen again. There is a multiplex. There's a multiplex complex. So you are planning to watch a triple R movie. So nowadays, what is a multiplex concept? That's not a big theater. Small theaters, there'll be multiple deconstructed. They will run the show in a different times. Am I correct? So multiplex A, multiplex B, multiplex C, all are in same complex. Hmm? So whenever you're booking the ticket, based on your availability, based on your time, you will be selecting. Am I correct, Yugandhar?
Correct.
But uh, three, um, all the three multiplex theaters are in single location only. Same way, these all three data centers availabilities zones are in same location. It is not in different location. Different location means one in Mumbai, one in Bengaluru, one in Chennai, not like that. All are in Mumbai, but some distance will be that 120 kilometers, one data center to another data center. Okay? 80 miles. Any other question?
Okay. Okay, got it.
Now I'm directly moving to storage. Okay? If anything, we'll discuss in the next class. Okay? Related to this availability zone and all. Huh? Fine. So whatever the instance I'm connecting and by default storage which is available here. Okay. Now I'm going to explain the storage technology. The storage technologies are four types. One is a locally attached, second one is a network attached, third one is a storage area network, and fourth one is a cloud storage. Cloud storage. So locally attached means what? Okay. What is meaning of locally attached to storage? See here, if you go to Google, okay, types of storage devices. So what is meaning of local attached storage? Hmm? Local attached storage. We call as we call as DAS. So the local attached concept is called as DAS. DAS full form directly attached to storage. If the systems are there, the storage will be directly connecting to the server and storing the data. The hard disk will be available in the local system itself. We call this directly attached to storage. The best example is this is your personal computer, laptop, etc. Okay. Second one, network attached to storage. We call this NAS, network attached to storage. So in the particular network, there are multiple systems are connected each other. All the systems are connecting with an Ethernet cable with the switches and all. In one of the server, we will install the multiple storages. This particular storage, we will give the address. This address will be accessible by these clients. We call this network attached storage. In case network device is down, the storage cannot be accessible. We call this network attached storage. Example, servers, clients are connecting through network, connecting the NAS storage boxes and accessing it. So if you want to check that NAS storage physically, NAS storage picture, go to Google NAS storage devices. NAS storage devices look like this is a way. This is a way NAS storage devices are available. For small device will be available. These are the multiple hard disks they'll be connecting, and the server have the particular IP address. There's a small embedded OS is available. So with the help of IP address, we can connect and we can manage the storage. This is called NAS storage. Few companies are using still. Few companies are using still. So this cost will be minimum 15,000, 20,000 to some lakhs. Next, storage area network we call as SAN. SAN, storage area network. What is meaning of SAN? SAN storage device. See guys, so these type of devices will be available. These type of devices will be available. So with this type of devices, the multiple hard disks they'll be getting connected to this server, and this server will be connected with a fiber cable or maybe Ethernet cable, and we're accessing the storage. We have a EMC SAN, NetApp SAN, Starwind. We have a different storage area networks are available in the market. So compared to NAS, SAN is so popular and very faster and secure. Coming to the final one, cloud storage, we call this object storage. Object storage. So what is meaning of object storage means any type of data you can upload into a browser and you can access anywhere from the browser or associated clients. Like example, OneDrive, Google Drive. These all are best example for cloud storages. So now I'm going to explain the concept is elastic block storage, which is related to DAS. So even in the cloud, EBS technology, which is related to DAS. So already the instance is running, the volume, 30 GB volume is assigned. So if you want, you can check how many volumes are using this computer. Disk mg empty.msc, disk mg empty.msc. So here is a single volume is there. You can see here, there's a single volume, disk 0. If you need to extend this drive, yes, it is possible from EC2 console under elastic block store. Go to volumes. Go to volumes. So here, recently we created the volume, the instance is 30 GB. So can see here, the instance ID, you can check this, copy here, and you can go to volumes and you can paste here, hit enter. This is a 30 GB volume for Mumbai W22 Web 01 server. So now this volume I'm going to increase. Is this possible? Yes, we can increase. Select the volume and you can go to action, modify volume. The modify volume minimum 1 GB, but cannot decrease it. But as of now, whatever the volume is there, we can increase up to 16,384 GB. It is possible. Don't create that much. Unnecessarily bill will be charged in your account. I make it a 35 GB. I'm increasing the 5 GB of volume in existing EBS volume section. Click modify, confirm that. Now 5 GB is modified. Right now, in use, the modification is going now. So refresh it and wait for a couple of minutes. Wait for a couple of minutes. So now can refresh here. Still it is in optimizing. So can you please refresh the main console itself? So now go to the and 5 GB is added into this the disk 0 additionally. So what we can do, this 5 GB I can extend to the 30 GB to 35 GB. Extend volume, next 5 GB, next finish. Now the volume is 35 GB. You can see here the capacity is 35 GB. Now can refresh here. So this will take some time to updating. So don't worry about that. If you want, you can refresh the window or refresh. Maybe sometimes you'll get. Otherwise, it will take some time to reflecting the total amount of size. See, 35 GB. So now the volume state. It will take some time to reflecting there. Only incremental is possible. Decrement is not possible. Any other question? Extending the existing volume in Windows system. No questions, right? So I'm planning to create additional volume. I'm planning to create an additional volume. Let's see. I want to create additional volume to create a new drive. Is this possible? Yes. I can go here in the volume section. I can create a new volume. I can create a new volume. But when you're creating a new volume, you can check that the previous instance where it is running in availability zone A. So even your volume also you should create in the same availability zone. You should not create in another availability zone. That means different data center, right? It won't accept it. So I'm just creating 10 GB volume, minimum 1 GB to maximum 16,384 GB we can create. Now create a volume, but name is required. The name is W Mumbai W22 Web 01. It's a D drive, right? D drive. Just I'm giving this name. Create it. So now can see here the 10 GB is creating now for D drive. Now it's creating it. Now it is available. So what we need to do? We need to attach this volume to instance. Attach volume. Instance. What is instance? Mumbai W2, W22, Web 01, attach volume. So successfully attached. Come here. See the 10 GB volume is coming, but it is an unallocated volume. So now right click, bring into online, right click, initialize. Now we have two types of drives are there. MBR, another one is a GPT. MBR means master boot record. GPT means git partition table. MBR is a old technology. GPT is a new technology. MBR is a low capacity and GPT is a high capacity. So now if we need the difference, more differences, MBR versus GPT partition, you'll get this slide, you can check this. So if MBR, if you're creating one volume, maximum 2 terabyte will be supported, but GPT 9.4 gigabyte, 1 gigabyte equal to 1 billion terabytes. So it's a very huge configuration. And in the MBR, only four primary partitions you can create. Primary partitions means only OS we can run. Maybe if you want to create more than four, first three, you can make it a primary partitions. And fourth one, we can create an infinite number logical partitions you can create. So even up to infinite partitions is possible. Okay. But maximum capacity per volume is a 2 terabyte only. But GPT 128 primary partitions we can create directly. But we are not using that much of capacity, but it is available. Firmware in old versions, BIOS will be supported, and the latest UFA will be model will be there. So most of the now last 10 years, all hardware machines are UFA model, no BIOS. And MBR will be support up to Windows 7 versions. After Windows 8, Windows 10, GPT only we are using it. GPT only we are using it. Okay. So this is the differences. Now I'm going to create MBR only. This is only 10 GB, right? Now right click, and create a new volume. D drive I'm creating. See, D drive is successfully created. Any other questions? Creating a new volume in existing instance. Mahesh, Hemant,
Rajesh, can we do the same for Linux operating systems as well?
sorry?
Can we do the same EBS adding these drives to the Linux OS also?
Same concept, but commands are different. Okay.
Okay. Can it be
So
done to?
whatever the EBS console extending, creating new volume, attaching same concept. But right now in the disk management, I'm doing right now, right?
Mhm.
Creating the new partitions and all, the concept is different in Linux. The concept name called LVM, Logical Volume Manager. Okay.
Will it be done through CLI or
CLA
like this
only.
GUI?
So see, this is a Windows machine I'm doing with a graphical user interface. If it's a Linux machine, it's a command line only, right? After the adding the volume. So you can use the LVM commands. So don't worry. Whenever I'm explaining Linux, I will teach you. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? So you have very clear about volumes. What about snapshots? Snapshots are nothing but backups. Snapshots are nothing but backups. So in case of any volume, it contains the data, so very important data, we can take a backup. Example, is a D drive is there. Some important data I'm storing here. Okay. Some important data is there. I want to take the backup of this volume. Yes, you can take this. Go to volumes, select the drive, action, one minute. Go to snapshot, create a snapshot for the volume. What's the volume name? D drive, description, W12, D drive. So the name I'm creating, snapshot, W22, D drive. Create. So successfully, the snapshot is created. So the snapshot taking time depends on the size of the volume. Okay. So now 14% is completed. Wait for a few minutes. It will take some time to create. So once it is created, I will delete the data and I'll restore it. Okay. Even if you want to take a snapshot for the entire VM, also can do that. It's a huge storage will be using from the Elastic block storage. that will be chargeable. Okay.
Once we take this snapshot, can we attach this snapshot to another instance we created?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Can we download it from our local device as well?
No.
I mean, the content of the screenshot.
Once you
Snap.
restore, you can copy the content. In the snapshot level, you could not copy any data.
Okay. It's like we can connect to other instance.
Yeah, we can connect directly to other instance. That's possible. See, successfully the snapshot is completed. Now I'm going to the server. I'm deleting the data. Okay. Suppose I'm removing this data. See, again, once I open, the data is not there. So that means the file or maybe data is corrupted. What we can do, if you have a snapshot, we can detach this volume. We can bring it to offline. Okay, bring it to offline. And now, whatever the existing volume is there, that you can detach for the instance. See, it's successfully removed. Now, whatever the snapshot is there, you can select the snapshot. You can create a new volume. You can create a new volume from the snapshot. Okay. So what is that? W22 new D drive. Okay, new D drive. For your understanding purpose, I'm creating like this. So go to volume. New D drive is creating. Select this, attach to the instance. Attach volume. That's it. Now successfully added. Now bringing to online. You don't want to partition anything. You don't want to do any partitions and all. You can open the drive, the important data. Your data is back. Got it? Any other question? Good. So the next concept is, so you're taking a snapshots for continuously, it's accumulating the storage space, right? It's consuming the storage space. To avoid that, multiple backups like a snapshots to deletion by using the lifecycle manager. With the lifecycle manager, you can create a snapshot. You can keep the snapshot for a certain time. After that, you'll be deleting. So it will maintain the storage cost very clearly. So here we can click create either volume level restoration and instance level restoration. With the help of lifecycle manager, we can create it. So example, I'm going to select a volume level. So what is the volume level? The name. So what is the value? Suppose D drive. You are selecting it. And what's the description? W22 D drive. Okay. So there's the permission is provided. And click on next. We are giving the schedule. Hey, daily you want to take a backup every 12 hours, particular time, and how many snapshots I can keep. So that I can mention. Maybe weekly, monthly, yearly. So based on your requirement, you can select the particular time frame and you can create it. So exactly during the time, the snapshot will take and how many counts you are mentioning here, only that much of counts they'll maintain. The previous snapshots will delete automatically. So this is your homework. You can do it. So daily, particular time, you have to take the backup. You can give 2 hours ahead. And after that, so once the snapshot is created, so for 2 days, so then, and you have to maintain the number of counts too. So before any snapshots is available after 2 days, the first day, the snapshot will be deleted automatically. So this is a way we can check that. So this is your homework. Okay. You can do offline. Any other question before leaving for this class?
All right.
No? So please practice. Okay. Please practice and follow the record. Then only you can practice well. And don't forget to practice the schedule as well. So schedule practicing will take 2 days. So set only daily. Okay. And every 1 hour or maybe every 6 hours like that, you can give that. The time frame you can give, the starting time, alternate 4 hours that take snapshot will be taking, and how many snapshot you want to keep, you can give 2 or 3. After that, the whole snapshot will get deleted automatically. Okay, this is your homework. Don't forget to create. And next, final, and how to remove the snapshots safely. You already seen that. So go to snapshots, select here, action, delete snapshot. And next, volumes. What are the volumes I created? So first of all, I need to detach the volume. So what is the available one? You can remove it. Force detach volume. Then right click, bring into offline. Now can select and detach the volume. That's deleting the volume. So this is a way we can do that. So please delete after your practice. Huh? Don't forget. Thank you all.